Thanks, Brooke. Welcome to The Lead. I'm Jake Tapper. We'll get to today's news in just a moment, but first, a moving tribute to former First Lady Nancy Reagan, which wrapped up just minutes ago with the scenic views of the mountains surrounding Simi Valley as a backdrop. A host of dignitaries gathering today to pay final respects to the wife of the late Ronald Reagan, all in one space. Others who have graced the halls of the White House: First Lady Michelle Obama, former First Lady Hillary Clinton, President George W. Bush, former First Lady Laura Bush, and former First Lady Rosalind Carter, wife of President Jimmy Carter. CNN's Sara Sidner was also at that ceremony. She joins me now live from Simi Valley. Sara, it was a very moving tribute.
Absolutely was. And, for a generation that may not have known a lot about Nancy Reagan, they weren't around when she was in the White House, you learned a lot about her from all of the different people who spoke and eulogized her. Everyone from former NBC News nightly anchor Tom Brokaw to her daughter, Patty Davis, who was really eloquent, but she also let you into some of the struggles that they had and talked through the fact that they had a strained relationship, but they had fixed that. But really what everyone really focused on is the love that she had for her husband. She was a fierce supporter of his. She watched over him, and she felt that her duty really was to be his wife, and that was her #1 priority. And that really came through in all of this. We heard from the former Prime Minister of Canada as well, Brian Mulroney, who read this really sweet letter from Mr. Reagan to his wife, just talking about her in such lovely tones. And throughout this, you really did learn a lot about Nancy Reagan, maybe some things that people didn't know, and some very fun stories. People laughed a lot, but certainly there were also tears. But a lot of people looking at the situation and saying, you know what, she lived an amazing life from, Hollywood to the White House. What a trajectory. And she did have a lot of power. She did do a lot of things. Her Just Say No to Drugs campaign, of course, comes up, as well as her fight for stem cell research. And her daughter talked about that fight with the Republican Party. And so it was really interesting just hearing some of the details of what she was doing privately to fight for what she believed in. And what you learned also about her is that she was fierce and she didn't take no for an answer. Someone even remarked that they didn't think that God would win a fight with Nancy Reagan.
That's right. Sara Sidner, thanks so much.